Hello beautiful people, welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a full face of e.l.f. cosmetics. I have their new collection, which is a limited edition 8-piece collection. I have about 4 of the pieces. This is the eyeshadow, I have a lip gloss mask, I have a pot eyeliner, I have a setting spray, I also have the e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter, plus a bunch of other e.l.f. products. So if this is something that you're interested in seeing, please stay tuned for the video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I would love it if you would do so. Let's get started with the video, guys. I have a e.l.f. lip balm. It's called the Ride or Die lip balm in the color Tough Cookie. So I'm going to put that on my lips. I have some Laneige on my lips right now. Get moisturized lips with a hint of color infused with jojoba oil and vegan collagen is sure to be your new bestie, AM or PM. Warm tube in hands to soften, then apply to lips. That's different. Now, one thing I don't like about it already is that you squeeze it out and you gotta put it on with your fingers. I guess it smells like cookies. It's called cookie dough, and it really does smell like cookies. It does feel good on the lips though. I gotta give it that. Okay, I'm gonna start with my eyes. That's why I have my brows on and I have the base on my eyes. It's a 10 palette eyeshadow. It's called the e.l.f. Game Up palette. It has pretty colors in it and it's supposed to, I don't know, be like an Atari game from back in the days or something. Level up the glam in real life with vibrant graphic colors straight off the screen. The mix of lightly pigmented matte and shimmer shades blend together to create endless looks. This is the e.l.f. Electric Mood palette. I love this palette. So I'm probably going to use some of those colors in there to transition. This is what the palette looks like. These colors are very pretty. That's why I wore this color shirt, because I was like, oh, it's bright colors. It might go well. I'm going to do some quick swatches for you guys, and I should be able to get all 10 of them on my arm. Let's see. Let's start over here with the first color. That's a matte. Okay, it looks like the bottom row is all mattes. I don't know about these. Sometimes, you know, they don't swatch good, but they go on good. Can you see those colors? Let's try this electric blue, which is pretty. And then you have a lavender. That's the top row. Now let's do the bottom row. Actually, that's the bottom row. Let's do the top row. The top row are shimmers. The pigmentation is better in the shimmers already. The colors are very pretty. When I do my swatches, I like to do it on my skin because the color needs to show up on my complexion. And even though I have the base on it, I try not to do it like too light, but I want it to be enough where you can see it. Oh, this is a pretty color. Love it. Okay, so those are the 10 colors. I'm excited. I like to swatch them because it gives me an idea of what I could do with the colors. There's no transition colors in this palette, so I'm going to use a few colors from this e.l.f. palette. So I'm going to start with this color right here, which is called Braided Tresses. This color right here. I like this palette. It had a lot of color payoff. It was one of my favorites last year. I'm excited to be filming. Like, it was on my mind every day. Every day I was like, oh, I gotta film. There's so much stuff going on. Just trying to get stuff together, trying to feel better. I feel about 89% now, so that's good. I really did like this palette. That was a JH36 brush, the Jaclyn Hill collection with Morphe. Now I'm gonna take this lighter color right here, which is Latte, and just blend out the edges. And I'm gonna use this E40 taper brush. I'm gonna try to get away from doing a green eye. Green has been like my color of the season. I don't know why. There's been so many pretty greens in different palettes that I purchased. That looks nice. I think that I'm gonna do like a look with this again. I really like this palette. It's like I have so much makeup and I try so many products that a lot of times I don't really get a chance to go back and revisit them. Look at that color payoff. And that's just a transition color. We just wanted something to blend our colors into, so that is very nice. These colors are so pigmented. Okay, I'm gonna put this green color on the lid. These colors do not have names. This palette is e.l.f. clean, vegan, and cruelty free, which is a good thing. I like the green. It's not giving a lot of depth. It's taking a lot of building up to even get it to show up, but we're gonna keep trying. And I love this blue color. I cannot wait to use that blue. The green is very pretty though. It's just not very pigmented. Can you tell that it's green? Color is very pretty. I just want to pack some more of this color on. I'm gonna go into the orange. Oh, now that one, you can see it. You can see it more. I just love the way those two colors look together. I like the orange. Let me try a smaller brush. That green is so pretty. Yeah, okay. So we just gotta build it up. Like really, really build it up. Okay, this is the Morphe E17 brush. I like that green. Alright, I'm gonna use this M513 brush on the orange to blend them together. I'm gonna try to use as many of these colors as I can. I'm gonna use this blue in the crease. Oh, look at that. That is pretty. The colors are not super pigmented, I can tell you that. I like it, but I would have thought that this blue would have been a little deeper. It's definitely not a lot of color payoff. Like, I'm doing a lot of building, a lot. I feel like these colors, I shouldn't have to build up, especially a deep blue like this. Now, one thing I will say is they blended nicely together, even though it's like it dried out my eye. Do you see that? And that's a base that I always use. I mean, the blend is very nice, but I feel like I'm gonna have to put this shimmer on. Now that looks nice. That green is pretty. So do you see the difference in the pigmentation in the first palette that I used? It looks nice when you swatch it. Now this orange color, it's pretty. It's a shame you gotta put the shimmers on it all for the color to really pay off, because it looks like a different eye when you add those shimmers in. I do like it. I like the way it looks. And it's like I feel like I see a hint of the purple in there already. Okay. I'm gonna go off camera and do the other eye and bring it up to this. And we're gonna try a liner because I have a liner from them. These are definitely like a peacock eye. I think it's so pretty though. That's this purple right here that I'm using. Yeah, I have a liner. I don't know if the liner is going to match, but it's part of the collection. So we're gonna see. I like these eyes. You know me, I love a good colored eye. This is called the e.l.f. Game Up I Win Eyeliner Pot. And I have it, and I think the only color that it came in, which is called Lag. Yeah, this is the package. This is the cute little pot. It's cute, like the packaging is really, really cute. That's the color of the liner. Let's see, I'm gonna try to use this Sigma E10. This is the small eyeliner brush. The color's pretty, and it's very smooth. Like, you don't have to dig deep. Like, it's a very, very smooth consistency. You just gotta tap your brush in there and it comes out nice. I don't know if this dries down. I'm gonna put some on the back of my hand and see what happens when it dries. It says, win at eye looks by using this creamy, smudge-resistant formula with a liner brush that defines the lash line or creates a graphic eye. We're gonna see if it's smudge-resistant. Let's see if it's quick drying. Look. I'm rubbing it. It's definitely smudge resistant. And it dried quick. Okay. Very nice, very nice. Okay. I'm excited. Okay, I was wrong. It came in 4 colors. It comes in a blue, which is what we have on. It comes in a purple. It comes in a green. And it comes in a black. It looks like black. The color that we have is called Lag, like I said. Yeah, it retails for $6. And the eyeshadow palette is $10. So far, I'm liking what the eyes look like. Okay, let's put a lash on. I have these INB Luxury 3D Mink Glamorous Eye Look 100% Real Mink Lashes. That's what I'm gonna put on. Okay, guys, so my lashes are on. I need for them to dry so I can finish under my eyes. I have 3 different e.l.f. primers in front of me. I have the Dew Primer, the Power Grip Primer, and I also have my trusty Poreless Primer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try this Power Grip Primer. It says, keep makeup in place with this clear gel primer full of skin-loving ingredients like hyaluronic acid for skin that looks and feels best. So I'm gonna put this on, and then I am gonna put a little bit of the Poreless Putty Primer on my face as well, because I have pores. I don't know how this works for pores because I never used it before. So I buy all of this stuff and then I never get around to using it. So I'm glad that I have enough stuff to be able to do a full face of the e.l.f. Cosmetics line. I'm gonna use this amount. It's like a little dime size. And I'm gonna put it on my face. And I think that this primer is a primer that they made as a dupe for the Milk, the Hydrogrip Primer. I have that one also. I've used it before, but it's not like a primer that I reach for all the time. Not for any particular reason, just because my skin is very oily and I like to stick to what I know works for me. So I'm gonna put a little more. It's like a kind of tacky gel consistency. It has like a light smell. It's definitely a grip kind of primer. Like your foundation is gonna stay on. Now, I'm looking at it and I still see pores, but it does not say anything about being a pore minimizing primer. It's very tacky. I don't see where it's doing anything for my pores, so I'm gonna put a little of this e.l.f. Poreless Putty primer. I'm gonna put this just in my pore area and I'm gonna let it sit about 5 minutes before I start putting any foundation on. I might throw my balm off. Okay, so anyway, so I'm looking at this one and I do see where my pores are looking a little smoother, which is wonderful. We have the primer on. I'm trying to see if it's doing anything for the skin. I'm gonna use this Sedona Lace 430 brush just to blend this primer in, and then we're gonna get to the good part. Okay, so now we have this e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter. It retails for $14. It comes in, looks like 8 shades. I have the color 7, which is deep. Let me just tell you a little bit about it. It says it's a full-size multi-purpose liquid glow booster infused with skin-loving ingredients to give your complexion a soft focus. Social filter effect in real life. What you'll love. Skincare makeup hybrid for glowing, dewy skin. Complexion looks healthy and more radiant. Can be used 4 ways. You can wear it alone, over or under makeup, mixed with foundation, or used as a highlighter. So we're going to use it under our makeup today to see if it gives us a nice glowy look. Skin-loving ingredients like squalene, hyaluronic acid, and it's available in 8 universal shades that works across all skin tones. It says all e.l.f. products are free of phthalates, parabens, neophenol, exophthalates, triclosan, triclocarbon, and hydroquinone. All skincare is also free from sulfates. All e.l.f. products are cruelty and vegan free. I've been hearing really good things about it. I purchased this like a month ago. I really wanted to be able to try it when it first came out, but you know, I was sick, so I ordered it, I had it, and I'm just excited to get to try it. Like I said, this is the color Deep. They have one color that's darker than this. Tell me what you guys think about these eyes, what you think about this palette so far. If you've used it, like, leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on this. Okay, so this has a doe foot applicator. It is kind of dark. It actually looks like it's darker than my foundation that I'm going to put on. This might be the darkest color. Okay, no, this is not the darkest color. So I'm going to put it on, but it looks like I could use this as a freaking foundation. Now, we've had our primer on for about 8 minutes now. I think I would have preferred this if it was in a pump. I just don't like the idea of sticking this thing back in. Even though it's being used on my face, I still don't like it. Let me see if I feel like it's giving a glowy look to the skin. It's definitely giving some coverage, which is good, because this can be used like if you don't want to put a full face of makeup on and you just want something to throw on to go out like a skin tint. This is it. And it definitely has a glow. Does it have coverage? Like if I'm using a product and it covers up my hyperpigmentation under my chin, then I know that it's got a good amount of coverage. It feels very light on the skin. It's definitely glowy. I like that it doesn't have a smell. That's always a plus. What do we think, guys? The color is perfect. I definitely don't need to go any darker, and I will be using this because it feels nice on the skin. It doesn't have any weight to it. I like the glowiness, but it doesn't have any weight to it, and it definitely has a glow. Nice. All right, so now we're gonna try this e.l.f. CC Cream. This e.l.f. Camo CC Cream retails for $15. I have it in the color 540 in deep, 540 in, and it comes in 6 different shade ranges, which is fair, light, medium, tan, deep, and rich. And I have deep. Okay, it comes in 20 shades. I thought it came in more than 20 shades. Okay, it says it has a 2-year shelf life. Definitely a neutral color. It looks like it might be a little light for me. We're gonna use the same brush. Let me tell you what it says about this CC cream. It says, ditch your basic foundation. This color correcting cream is the only product you will need to achieve a natural complexion, but with full coverage. A multitasking dream cream infused with collagen, peptides, niacinamide, known to plump, hydrate, and smooth appearance of your skin while protecting with SPF. You can wear it as a moisturizer or a full coverage foundation, depending on your needs. Definitely lighter than I thought it was going to be. And it's very neutral. No smell, which is wonderful. I know a lot of you guys have probably tried this. I have never tried it. You see, I just took it out the package. I don't even know if this was my color. I like their foundation. They have a foundation, I want to say like it's a matte foundation. It was like $6. And when I tell you it was one of my favorites, it was one of my favorites. Like, it looks so good on the skin. Now, one thing that I don't have by e.l.f. because I have not seemed to find a color that looked like it's going to work for me is a loose like setting powder, because all their powders look so light. So I think that I'm going to use the Uma Beauty Trippin Smooth powder to take some of this glow. I like glow, but this is like super glowy, and I have oily skin, so I don't want it to glow this much. And it's not like it's self-set, so I have to set it with something. And we didn't even put concealer on yet, so we're gonna do that now. I think it looks nice though. The skin looks really good. I'm gonna use this e.l.f. Camo Concealer Deep Cinnamon. This is the Hydrating Camo Concealer. These are some of my favorite concealers. I like the matte one and I like the hydrating one. Now this color is very orange, but I use it a lot. Sometimes I mix it with a color to kind of tone it down and make it not so orange. Let me see what I got in the drawer, because I got about 20 bottles. Okay, so I put some of this medium beige on top of it, and I'm gonna blend them in. Hopefully it's gonna work out good. Now the concealers do have a light smell, but it's nothing crazy. I'm probably gonna blend this out and then get a beauty blender and really blend it in. Okay, that's pretty light. Now, I think that that is one of the things that e.l.f. needs to work on, the color range for these concealers. Because even though I love the concealer, I don't use it a lot because the undertones are not good when it comes to darker skin tones. I mean, the formula is wonderful. I love the formula. It's just that the colors are not geared towards darker skin people and the tones in their skin. So that is definitely something that they need to work on. They need to address the colors, because it definitely does not blend in with our skin tones. And I know that these colors were off, but just looking at the tones of it, like, it wasn't darker skin tones, the undertones that we have, not at all. But I do like the formula, but I wound up using it mostly to sculpt out my brows. I would like to be able to use it. It works really good. It's just the colors. So I'm gonna set this with this Uma Beauty powder. I really love this powder so far. It's a very finely milled powder. So there are a few things that e.l.f. can do differently to me. Like, they don't really have a lot of colors for darker skin women. And when I say colors, like their powder, I haven't seen one that is a good color match for me. I looked online and I looked in the store. I mean, I'm gonna go in with the darker one and set my face with the rich tan color. This makeup looks very light right now, so we gotta try to do something to bring it back. Okay, so this one is darker. I like how it like gets rid of it. I love that about this powder. It's very good for oily skin. I'm gonna take this powder and just go over it to bring a little bit of color back in, because we're looking ghostly right now. This is the Talc Free Powder Foundation by e.l.f. This is Rich 620 Warm. I'm gonna use this Morphe E51 brush. This is what the color looks like. I'm gonna try this setting spray. This is the e.l.f. Game Up Shield Me Setting Mist. It says, you won't need to reset when you lock down your look with this lightweight blue light absorbing setting spray. Shake and spray in a Z formation. Note, due to the natural ingredients, the formula may change color over time. This is cute packaging. I like the colors. I do like the colors. It definitely has a smell. That it has. So I want to finish under my eyes before I go any further. Okay, I'm going to go under my eye with the blue. Yeah, I'm using that blue. And buff it out. I think I'm gonna use this sparkly purple. Maybe we should put this liner in our waterline. It is smudge resistant. I like that. Now, I did not say that it was waterproof, but we're gonna see. I like these eyes. I do. I just, you know, I love color. I can't help it. Okay, so I have some of the e.l.f. Putty bronzers. So I have these two, and I think I'm gonna use this color, Sunkissed. That's what it looks like. Okay, so I have three of them in front of me. I have Cabana Cutie, which is like a reddish purplish. Then I have this one, which is called Beach Please, which is very, very dark. And I have this one, so we're gonna try this one and see. Now, I hope this is the same formula as those blushes that I used a couple of weeks ago. I really, really like those blushes because they went right to a powder from cream and it was wonderful. So this color, it's kind of understated, but I think that we can see it. We're gonna see if it gives us enough definition. See, with these lights, it's so hard to see if it's gonna show up when I turn the lights out. Because I have darker ones, it might show up better. Because this one was like the darkest one that had a brown tone, and then the rest of them started turning like purple. Okay, so I'm gonna use this brush right here, which is the Sigma F05 brush to blend it out. Is this dark enough? Like, do we need a little bit darker? I'm gonna show you the other two, and we're gonna just swatch them and see if maybe we need to add, because I like it. I think it looks nice. Okay, so this is the one that we didn't try, which is called Beach Please. That one might work. It looks darker than it is. See that? Let me show you the one that we used. That's the middle one right here. Okay, so this one is like a purpley color, and this is a bronzer. Look at that. It looks like a burgundy. See what I'm saying about them and their tones? It's like a reddish. Okay, I think I'm gonna try a little bit of the one in the middle. It just gives like a hint more bronziness. I like this one. I never would have thought. Okay, let's blend it out with the brush. The color is pretty. The mixture of both of them together, it gives it a nice tone. I'm gonna use this Sedona Lace 224. Nice, I like it. I definitely see the glow coming through on my face. And I have this Luminous Putty blush. Now, the last ones that I used were the regular putty blushes, and I really, really like those. One was Caribbean and one was Turks and Caicos. We're gonna try this, which is St. Barts. It's supposed to be luminous. Sedona Lace 773. This is what the blush color looks like. This one is called St. Barts, and this is the luminous. Now this one is definitely luminous. It says, say hello to that island glow plus a splash of shimmer. This lightweight buildable powder to putty blush blends seamlessly into the skin and gives you a pop of color with a natural shimmer. Infused with argan oil, vitamin E, this silky smooth buildable formula will give you the flush of a tropical vacay. No travel required. I definitely see the glowiness, and so far so good. The problem that I'm gonna have is if it starts to make my pores look enlarged. Can you see that color? That's pretty. I didn't really think that the luminous was gonna work for me, because you know, I thought it would make it look so much more oily, but it just gives it a nice glow so far. Like really a nice glow. I don't even need a highlighter with this. It's enough glow. It's pretty. And I only bought it in one color because I didn't know if I was going to like it, but I actually do. Very pretty. Do we need a little bit more? This is a Smith 118 brush, yeah. I like that. Should we put a little bit of the other blush on there from last week? This lighter color. We're gonna go in with this. I don't like the labeling because you can hardly see what the name is. We're gonna go in with Turks and Caicos just to like meld everything together. Now this one is not a luminous. This is just a regular putty blush, but it's so pretty. Like I really enjoy these blushes because they give a nice wash of color, but not too much. Now let me see what I have for lips with e.l.f. I have Glossy Satin Lip Stain in the color Coral Cutie. I have Glossy Lip Stain in the color Cinnamon Dreams. So we're gonna see what these lip products look like. Okay, so this one is Cinnamon Dreams. It's like a nude, like a bronzy nude. It's pretty. And then this one is Coral Cutie. I don't know, I like both of them. I think we should do the orange. Now I don't have an e.l.f. lip liner, so we're gonna use Trendsetter from Morphe. It's like my favorite liner right now. Now, I like this. What I don't like about it is this little short wand. It's so short. I love the color. It feels good on my lips. I'm gonna spray one more time with the setting spray. And then I'm going to fix my hair and come back and give you my thoughts. I don't know if I mentioned before that this was very heavily perfumed. Yeah, that's the only problem that I have with it. You see my monthly visitor right in my face. Okay, I'm gonna do my hair and I'll be back to give you my thoughts on this makeup. I didn't even think it was gonna be as glam as it looks. Okay, I'll be right back. Hi guys, I'm back. Okay, so this is the finished look. I have quite a few things to say. First of all, I'm gonna go through the list of everything and I will tell you everything that I think about these products today. I love e.l.f. as a brand. I think their prices are very reasonable. I remember the days when their stuff was like $1, $2, and $3. So they've come a long way. However, I'm gonna start with the primer. I use this e.l.f. Hydrogrip Primer. I thought it was very good. It's definitely good with holding on to the makeup, keeping it on your face. You know, I've never worn it before. I'm not doing a wear test today, but the skin looks really good. I've seen my skin look a lot better. I did not only use that primer, I used the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and I put it in my cheek area to fill in the pores. I think it does a pretty good job. It's not the best that I've seen, and how I really gauge it is when I can see my pores. When I put blush on and it has like any kind of luminosity or like shimmer, and you can see the pores because they open up because the primer did not really fill in the pores, then that's when I know it's a problem. So I mean, I think my skin looks really good from a distance, like I said, I've seen it look so much better. For this being a affordable brand, I think it looks really good. Like from a distance you can't see it, but when you look up close you could definitely see where the pores are enlarged. And I'm sure if you guys have watched some of my other videos, then you've seen my skin look a lot smoother than this. If you like this video and you're still here, please give this video a thumbs up. And also, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Okay, so after we did those two primers, we used the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. This is not really a primer. You can use it on your skin with makeup, without makeup. You can use it as a highlighter. You can use it just, you know, to give a all over glow. You can mix it with your foundation. I thought it was nice. I like the color. The color was really good. This color was actually better than the foundation. I like the glow that it gives the skin. It really makes the skin have a nice natural look. I think it looks good. Like, I'm not complaining about the way the makeup looks. It looks good. I'm happy with it. This is a nice product. I'm not gonna say, yeah, I'm in love with it. I'm gonna keep using it, and I don't really reach for products that give me more glow than I normally have because I have oily skin. So usually when I'm wearing makeup, my natural oils come through and it gives me a glow already. So I don't usually buy stuff that makes me glow even more. It felt good on the skin. I don't feel like it added any heavy layers or anything like that. I think it was pretty good. I love this eyeshadow palette. This is called the Game Up palette. It has 10 colors in it, 5 shimmers and 5 mattes. I think the color payoff was really nice when it came to the shimmers. It took a lot of building up of the color for the mattes. They blended in very nicely to each other because sometimes you get mattes and they don't blend. So these blended really well. The shimmers were very nice. They accentuated the color, like they really made the eyes pop. I love this palette. I'll definitely use it again. I used it in conjunction with one of my favorite e.l.f. palettes, which is the Electric Mood palette. This is a good palette as well. We use the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. This has an SPF of 30. I like the coverage that it gives. It feels nice on the skin. What I don't like about it is the color. This is a neutral color. This is Deep 540 Neutral. It was very neutral to the point it didn't have any warmth. Like, it was just like a blah kind of color. It wasn't good for my skin tone. To me, I like this Halo Glow Liquid Filter better than I like the color of this. So I use this on top of it. This is the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation, just to try to bring a little color into the skin. It helps some. It didn't help 100% because to me, I still look very pale. A lot of foundations that I buy, I get a neutral color because usually you can kind of work around it and make it better when you use different bronzers and different concealers and stuff like that. Well, I use these e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealers today. I use the color Medium Beige, Deep Olive, and I used Deep Cinnamon. Deep Cinnamon is a very orange color, very orange. It's a great color corrector. It's not really a good color, especially for somebody with chocolate skin like I have. One thing I'm gonna say about e.l.f. when it comes to their complexion products for darker skinned women, I love their foundation that they have. I wear the color chocolate. It's beautiful. It looks gorgeous on the skin. This Camo Cream, I don't know if it is that I picked the wrong color, but I really just don't like the way the color looks on me. The makeup looks nice, but I don't like the color. They could do a little bit better with the undertones of their concealers because they're good for, you know, carving out a brow. Sometimes I use these concealers with foundations and I just usually use it with one that I know it's going to work with because the tones are not the greatest, but I love this concealer. And where can you go besides ColourPop and get a concealer that works really good for about $6? I love the concealers. I don't have anything really bad to say about the formula. It's just the colors. Like, I really wish that they would work on their undertones when it comes to darker skin people. These e.l.f. Putty blushes are wonderful. I have the Putty blush and I have the Putty bronzer. These bronzers are really nice. Like, it showed up really nicely on the skin. I mixed two of them together. I mixed the Sunkiss and I mixed, I think it was like Beach Please. And I really like the way it came out. It looks very nice on the skin. And this e.l.f. Luminous Putty blush, I didn't have to put a highlighter on today because it's so luminous that I didn't need a highlighter, but I did add the Turks and Caicos color blush with it, just so that I could have it meld together and not just have a harsh variation of like the shimmer and then the bronzer. So I put the Putty blush that did not have the luminosity in it, and it blended in really, really good. I mean, I'm looking at how glowy my skin looks. It looks beautiful. Even though you can see the pores, it looks beautiful. I love this e.l.f. cream liner in the color Lag. This color was so pretty. I'm wearing it as an eyeliner. I'm wearing it inside my waterline, and it looks really, really good. Like, I'm very happy with the way this makeup came out. I think it looks nice. Like I said, the color could be a little different, but if I would have used a different concealer, I would have been able to give it a little more warmth, but I wanted to do a full face of e.l.f. products. So that's why I kind of stuck with e.l.f. as much as I could, because usually I'll deviate to another brand to get the look that I'm going for, but I really, really love the way this makeup came out. I tried this e.l.f. Ride or Die lip balm, and other than the fact that it's in a squeeze tube like this and it doesn't have like an applicator, you gotta use your finger, I like it. It feels good on the lips. It smells like cookies. That's what it smells like. It smells like cookie dough, because it's called cookie dough, and it does smell like cookie dough. It feels really, really good on the lips. It's a light consistency. It's not a heavy, thick balm. It's probably as light as this Lipstain that I'm wearing from them, which is the e.l.f. Lipstain in the color, what is this color? Oh, Coral Cutie. I think it's so pretty. It's like an orangey color. You can't really tell that it's orange on my lips, but I think it looks nice. I think it was a perfect lip for this look that we have going on. And I also had their setting spray, the e.l.f. Game Up setting spray. This setting spray is not a setting spray for somebody that has oily skin. It's supposed to protect you from blue light rays, like if you're on a computer all day, because a lot of us are working from home. I guess like sun rays and stuff like that. But it's not anything when it comes to controlling oil. I guess that's why my skin is so glowy. It did set the makeup, and it's probably gonna keep it on because the makeup looks really, really nice. Like, I gotta keep saying it. It looks really nice. I would use this if I was wearing a foundation and the foundation just was super, super, super matte, then I would spray this on and it would probably give it a nice glow. I don't really have anything bad to say about it. It was nice. I used this Uma Beauty powder to set my face because my skin was looking very, very oily, and I wanted to control some of the oil because I would probably be a greasy oil slick right now without having used this powder. This powder is very good when it comes to controlling oil and like just keeping it at bay. Like, if you look at my face, the only thing that you really see like the glow from is this Luminous Putty blush, which looks beautiful, but the rest of my face is looking really matte or natural, and I just love that. That powder is everything. That's like one of my favorite products that I purchased in the last couple of months. So far, it's really good. So guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you like this makeup, and if you use any of these products, which I'm sure you guys have because I'm very, very late in the game, I wasn't feeling good. Like, I didn't realize that the after effects would be worse than the actual sickness. So hopefully I'm back now. I'm so happy to be filming again. I am so happy for all of the new subscribers that I have received. As soon as we get to 400, I will show you what I have. I've been storing items since I announced the giveaway. I thought I would have been at 500 subscribers by now, but if you have not subscribed, please do so. I would love it. Give the video a thumbs up if you like it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the makeup. Let me know if you've used any of these products. Let me know if you think that I was pretty accurate when I talked about the colors and the things that they need to change, just to make it a little more wearable for women of color. Other than that, guys, I will see you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for watching.